there, you beautiful faces. Welcome to the Viral Report. I'm Lamar. Alright, so in my previous video, we navigated the roads leading to homelessness. I explored the lies that are waking up the American people. But what people haven't woken up to is what the real face of homelessness look like. You've been conditioned to think most homeless people look like this. But never this. The last pics are the faces of the new homelessness, the working poor. When I tell people my story around homelessness, they don't believe me.
You ain't got to lie, Craig.
And I get it. I don't look or come across like I've ever experienced an ounce of struggle a day in my life. And my subscribers, they've seen my handsome face on this channel plenty of times.
Yep.
But the one thing I know is homelessness. As a kid, I grew up in a household where there were many of times where we didn't have electricity.
Okay, nobody panic.
Proper foods, and many nights of creating meals out of literally nothing. And I'm sure a lot of y'all can identify with that also. But what caused a lot of the hardships my siblings and I went through was because my mom, she had an addiction to gambling, and slot machines, they were her best friend, okay? This addiction spanned all the way into my adult years.
You know, I wasted everyone's money, I wasted everyone's everything, and I feel bad. You don't think I feel bad?
But by that time, thank goodness, I was no longer in her house. So many people today live a life similar to my upbringing, and we didn't look poor. Homelessness, it doesn't have a particular look, especially in these trying times with rising inflation and a fast, unpredictable future approaching with the introduction of AI and robotics. Yeah, we're going to see even more homelessness. If you've been living under a rock, there's been a wave of mass layoffs over the last 5 years, and people are starting to take to social media to share their heartbreaking experience.
I'm here, this guy here is living in this ditch right here. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, he's living in this ditch right here. I live, you know what I'm talking about, you know, in this area right here. So, you know, I pieced this thing together. And yes, he's actually living in this ditch. And I'm not clout chasing or nothing. And I actually, you know what I'm talking about, went out and, you know, and bought him something for Christmas, something that he needs. I don't want to fall. But yeah, you know, I got him some socks, some body wash, towels and stuff. Yeah, he, you know, and like I said, y'all, and I came back here about 2:30 in the morning, the other morning, and this guy was like asleep. Yeah, up in there. I don't know how he got up in there, but he's standing right here. He don't want to get on camera, y'all. So I ain't gonna let nobody get on camera. This ain't no clout chasing anything like that. It just hurt my heart, y'all, that this man is living in a damn ditch. Yeah, this right here.
So, update. Still homeless. Still no money. I made like $30 at work today. I'm still depressed. Don't really know what to do about anything. I picked up so many shifts this week that like I work every day because, you know, need money to pay for a room. I have no money for anything else. So, who knows what's going to happen when I run out of gas, because, yeah, don't have money for that either. My emotions now are just, like, at 0. Like, I have none. I want to go home to meet my niece, and I can't.
So, it's been 7 days since I've been living in my car. I fled an abusive relationship that I'm not going back to, and I'm in a city where I have no family, and I refuse to go back home and live with either my mom or my dad or my grandparents. I'm gonna make this work, Patch. We gonna get through it together. But I am surprisingly doing so good. Like, I'm pretty sure it's because I have God on my side, and I know that God is leading me. Like, I'm literally following this divine light. I'm not doing anything on my own because God is good and I listen to him. But anyway, I feel so peaceful, right? And so free. And I know most of it is because I'm no longer stuck with that man. And I wasn't even stuck with him. I think I was just doing it out of necessity. I was just staying with him out of necessity. But this ain't about that. This is about living in my car. So I've learned so many different things living in my car. And like just different tips and tricks and hacks. And I know this isn't like that video. I don't want people to refer to this video as like a tip on like tips on what to do when you live in your car. But I got a few. All right, so I got these window covers from Amazon. and they like completely black out from the outside. Super dope, and it keeps it cool in here. I got a generator for it has outlets. I bought my fan to keep me cool so I can plug it into my generator. I charge it. I normally charge it like I'll go to like if I go research at the library, because like I go to the library a lot, or if I go to like a cafe, because I teach Black history on my other page, so like I'll go and like study in places or whatever. And this is even before I was homeless. Essentially I would go to like cafes, but now when I go I bring my generator with me and I just charge it there. I'll be there for like maybe 2-3 hours or whatever. So I got my generator. Normally, because like you have to sleep in places like I don't know, fucking Harbor Freight or Home Depot or Flying J, you have to sleep in places where it's like lights outside. So this is gonna be bright back here, so you want to get something to cover this too. I got a blanket. Get a gym membership for many reasons. Get a gym membership, not just to stay in shape, but to shower, brush your teeth, have somewhere to use the bathroom. I found a foster for my dog, so she's gonna be going to her foster tomorrow, which is gonna suck for me because I'm gonna miss my baby. But that's something that I did. Gas stations. I'm not gonna lie, being homeless is showing me a lot about being resourceful. Like gas stations have free microwaves. So if you ever want to get anything, like buy anything to like eat, I have a cooler here. That's another thing I have. I have a cooler. It's an igloo cooler. So I just get ice. I got a bunch of stuff in there. I got like a bag of spinach, some celery, carrots, sandwich making stuff, little packs of chia seeds. I got a bunch of different stuff in here, and like you can store it in there. Also, I got burritos. So that's what I was talking about, the microwave. You can heat the burritos up either at gas stations or hotels, like during breakfast and stuff. They have like microwaves and stuff. Honestly, that's it.
Are we all fighting for our lives financially right now, or is it just me? I have a good degree. I work 3 jobs. I budget the hell out of my money to an annoying like obsession. Like I'm watching every single penny I'm spending because I'm trying to pay off all of my student loans. But times are tough right now. Like, man, I feel like the more you work, the more you have to pay for, and it's tough out there right now. Like, I think I do well, and then I look at my bank account and I'm like, oh my god. Or I go to the grocery store and I'm like, oh wow, eggs are $10 again. Woohoo! Like, man, it is tough right now. And sometimes I feel like I'm the only one, because sometimes I'll look and I'll be like, oh my god, all these people I know are like traveling and buying nice things, and I'm like, wow, how? Is there a secret?
My name is Judith, and I've been living in my car at 72 years old since the end of February. When you become homeless, you kind of revert into this solitude. It's humiliating. I find especially the women, we don't say anything to anyone about it.
All right, so y'all just seen those people talking about their experience in the struggle. What people often don't fully understand is homelessness can show up at any age. We saw the young lady who was allegedly escaping from her ex, to the 72-year-old woman who's been sleeping in her car for several years. I guess as long as you have a car with a roof over your head, I mean, technically you're not fully homeless, right? As your vehicle is basically a mobile home. I don't know. There's just so much going on that's stressing people out. I mean, we have Project 2025 that's taking over the government. We have the World Economic Forum's 2025 jobs report that's basically highlighting major job loss. And over 30% of U.S. skill sets will be outdated by 2030. Then there's the commander-in-chief and other state leaders across the U.S. waging war, literally waging war on the homeless by making it illegal to be homeless in public. How sinister is that?
The homeless have no right to turn every park and sidewalk into a place for them to squat and do drugs.
Yeah, damn right!
if you're homeless, just buy a house.
That's a damn shame when you have the President of the United States and other elected officials who don't give a damn about the less fortunate. Because to these entitled idiots, you should have just worked a little harder, saved a little bit more, and maybe you too could have pulled yourself up by your bootstraps. Others have done it. Why can't you? They create a subpar public educational system, one of the worst in the world. Then they punish you for not knowing enough. When you become an adult, you fall on hard times, become homeless on the street, and as a result, your downfall is a criminal act. These politicians know so many people are going to become homeless in the coming years through future wage stagnation and other insecurities.
Wow. I didn't know that. You're telling me now for the first time.
The crazy thing is, we don't have to wait to see what people will be doing once things get worse. With huge rent increases year over year and mass layoffs getting so bad, we get to see the real faces of homelessness as people are starting to document their homeless experience.
Another order, man.
Rent prices being over $1,800 a month. I'm homeless and I live here in my car. It's a compact car, and I'm going to give you a tour and show you around and show you how I live in here. So come on, check it out with me. So starting here on the side, you can get a glimpse inside. Right there is my bookshelf, and underneath there is where I keep all my clothing and other belongings. Down here is where I keep all of my laundry, extra shoes, and things like that. Coming around back here, a lot of you asked about the bed. So the bed is a 3-inch memory foam mattress topper. I do have carpeting underneath there as well for extra support. Over here, I like to keep usually like wet wipes. These are a lifesaver. I get these at the $1.25 tree. And I have about 4 layers of blankets. So if it ever gets cold, right now it is summertime, but when it does get cold, I have plenty of blankets. Here is my cooler, which I get a lot of hate. People say I don't deserve the Yeti because I'm homeless and I should sell it, but I'm keeping it because it keeps the ice cold for days. I absolutely love it. It has been a life changer, and it was a birthday gift for my 30th birthday last year.
Come with me as I hide from my family in my storage units. So recently I downsized from a 6,000 square foot, 6-bedroom, 7-bathroom mini mansion into a tiny 2-bedroom high-rise apartment, and it started to feel cluttered. So I got me a secret storage unit where I hide all of my good items, like my favorite Garfield socks and my smell good lotions and my wine, $2 Chuck from Trader Joe's. And I go here whenever I need some peace, which is basically every other day, and I hang out and I don't tell my family about it because mama needs a clubhouse. And you know what else mama needs? Some wine.
Hey, I'm homeless. I live in my car, and I'm going to show you how I get ready for bed when it's cold outside. I think it's supposed to dip down into like the teens tonight, like 19 degrees or something like that. So first order of business is to warm this car up before I get all snug as a bug in my bed. So right now I have the car running with the heater going, and I'll do that for about 10 to 15 minutes. And I put my privacy curtains up on my front windows. This is what they look like. I don't know if you can see up close, but basically they have little clips that clip in here, and then I tie up here in the middle. And here's what my front windshield cover looks like. It's just one of these little doohickeys. And I always put my pillow up here in the front with me while I'm heating up my car so it gets nice and warm, because I hate sleeping on an ice cold pillow. So it's all warm and toasty now, so I'm gonna hop in the back. Now I lock my car so nobody can get me. And now I just wrap up in my Magellan low temp sleeping bag. Actually, I use it as a blanket and cover myself and kind of tuck it under. And even though it's going to be frigid, I'm going to be super cozy and comfortable. It's a process, but it's worth it.
I live in a storage unit because it's cheap in comparison to an apartment. Living here is actually really comfortable. I get a lot of things that I need and want to get done here. I can exercise. I can use the bathroom. I can play music anywhere in the unit. It's climate controlled in here, so it's nice and warm. This unit is 24 hours, so I can come here anytime I want, stay here as long as I need to. We can take naps if we need to and go to sleep. So this is our living space. Very, very grateful to have this space. The next goal is to get an RV. The next goal after that, tiny home. And if we want to eat, I just cook right out front. Or we'll just prepare something cold inside of the unit. Sandwiches, a lot of times we make salad. If we want to get power, we use our power bank. They also have power here so we can charge our power bank. Me and my baby will live here as long as we need to until we get the shelter that we want. Because we're living here, now we can save up more money to get what we really want. We're in it for the long haul.
Yes. And here we are, being able to kick back, live a little bit of U-Haul life. It's definitely an adventure. And of course, it's always great to save on hotel costs in a situation like this.
So although I'm homeless by choice, I feel completely safe where I live. In order to get into my residence, you have to have a code. And in order to get on any floor other than the first floor in the elevator, you also have to have a code. So I don't have to worry about anyone running up on me while I'm sleeping. Now, this is my routine at night before I go do Uber. Because the business hours are from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and everything locks down, including the elevator, I have to set myself up to where I can get back into the unit once I'm done working. So that's what you see me doing here. I go up to my unit, I put my things away, I come back down, I set up the door to where it does not lock, and also to where no one can notice that it's open. There are other people here. I don't want to jeopardize them. I'll prop the gate open so that I can walk through, and I park my car outside.
my girl and 2 huskies. Don't make no sense. Gotta leave this place right here and sleep in this.
Wow, how people are living. It just shows you how adaptable people are. You know, when times get tough, you implement, right? No one should ever have to go through homelessness in this country. But 2026 is going to be a major test year for so many people, especially since you have haircut costs on the rise and people are even canceling their health insurance. You also have huge price hikes predictions in categories like food, car insurance, property taxes, electronics. But you have these huge AI data centers running up people's electricity and water bills right now. If you've seen a huge price increase in your electricity bill and your water bill over the last year or so, it's because of these massive AI data centers being built. The crazy part is that nobody's talking about is that these multi-billion-dollar tech companies, right? Amazon, Google, Facebook, which is now known as Meta, they've all worked out insane deals with your local government and mines where we have to cover, yes, you and I have to cover the ungodly cost of the electricity that these data centers consume. The data centers, when they come to your area, what a lot of people don't know is these data centers, when they come to your area, okay, they announce that, hey, we're going to be building a data center in blah, blah, blah city or town. These data centers usually don't bring many jobs to the area. These are huge facilities. They look like they employ thousands of people there, but they don't. Some of these data centers only bring in about 200 jobs, while others can bring as little as a little over 20 jobs to a city or town.
Wait, what?
And these data centers, let's not get it twisted. What most people don't know is that these data centers, when they arrive or they're being announced, because they do it very sneakily, by the time a data center is announced in your town or city, it's already been approved. It's nothing you can do about it, right? But from the outside looking in, you would think that they're employing a massive amount of people at these data centers. AI is what's powering and allowing these data centers to just be on automation and not have to employ a lot of people. Isn't that crazy? So yeah, get ready to be pushed to your financial limits this year, okay? This video has already become way longer than I wanted. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
This is why I'm done helping homeless people. Because I go to this breakfast spot every morning, bruh. Sometimes I order it on my phone and just pick it up because it's walking distance to my house. Or I'll just go there with no wallet and I'll just Apple Pay, right? Cool. And mind you, they got the best waffles, the best pancakes, the best hash browns, the best syrup. They got the best everything. The food cheap, so I be in them almost every day. So normally what I do is I order a plate, eat half of it, and then save the other half for the next morning, so I don't have to go back every day. You know what I'm saying? So I'm walking out the thing with my manager. I ain't bring my wallet. I'm walking out the restaurant right with my to-go plate. This homeless guy sitting on the ground. He say, "Hey, young blood," red flag. "Hey, young blood, can you spare me a little change?" I said, "Man, I ain't even got my wallet on me, man." He said, all right then. I said, "I got this food though." He kind of like squinting his eyes a little bit. He said, I could probably take some food. I give him my food. I'm thinking I did a good thing, right? Mind you, this is the best waffles, best pancake in Dallas. Give him my food, right? Get back in my car. I think I did a good deed. Feeling good about myself. You feel me? Like, yeah, giving back to the community. Yeah. I get in my car. Get ready to drive off. Sometimes just look in your mirror, dog. Look at my mirror. This man and put my plate on the trash can, bro, and walking off. So I immediately stopped my car. Get out of the car. I said, "Hey, what you doing?" He said, "Oh man, I started stuttering. I said, oh man, I already ate, man, and I really need a couple dollars, man, to give me. I said, man, you don't do that, man. You don't do that to nobody, man. It's my food. I pay good money for it. Don't do that, man. Let me know if I was wrong or not, because the people in the restaurant was like, don't act like that. We'll get you more waffles and I said, nah, man, it's the principle, man. You don't do that to nobody's food, bro. Let me know. Would y'all did the same thing? Or have y'all ever had that experience before, like a homeless guy doing that to your food? Like putting it on the trash can and just walking out, bro. You say you need help, bro. Have y'all ever had that experience? And am I wrong?
Why are you in America working a full-time job just to be poor? The joke is on you if you are anywhere in this country. You see a homeless man living on the ground and you think, man, I would hate to be that homeless guy living on the ground, right? When the homeless guy, maybe he's just smarter than you. You're spending all your time working and still poor. When the homeless guy, he gave up already, right? Still eats, may live outside, but he's free. So who's really correct? You're working to be poor. He's free and poor. What's the difference? Only in America can someone work a full-time job, sometimes even 60 hours a week, and still live paycheck to paycheck. So the joke is on you. You're working to be poor.
Oh man, we about to get this party started. If you made it this far in the video, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe, like, and that notification bell. It ain't a party until you subscribe. I love you for watching, and I'll see that beautiful face in the next one.